You don't have to start at the top. You start exactly where Sung Jin-Woo did. Broken, underrated, weak, E rank. This is a world where power determines everything. Respect, survival, even when you make it back from a dungeon. Jin-Woo was a joke. The guy other hunters hoped wouldn't be on their team. The walking liability, the lowest of the low. And yet, he became the Shadow Monarch. This is a story about transformation, and today you're going to learn how to train like Sung Jin-Woo. Not to summon shadows or level up with a screen pop-up, but to become the strongest version of you, one rep at a time. The moment Jin-Woo hit rock bottom wasn't in a flashy boss fight. It was on the cold, cracked floor of a dungeon. Betrayed, bleeding, abandoned. That's where he made the decision. If I survive, I won't stay weak. And the next morning, the system gave him a choice. Train or die. That was the real start. Not when he got his powers, but when he chose to suffer through the pain of discipline rather than the pain of regret. His routine was brutal. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10 kilometers of running. Every single day. Sounds simple, right? Like some anime boot camp? But the truth is, it's not the routine that changes you. It's what it represents. Structure, repetition, pain tolerance. When the system punished him for skipping, locking him inside a death trap dungeon if he didn't complete it, what it really did was build his consistency muscle. And here's a very underrated reality. You have a system too. It's called your calendar, your alarm clock, your conscience. He struggled in those early quests, collapsed, vomited, cried. But that's exactly the point. Change doesn't start when you're strong. It starts when you keep going, even while you're weak. His body wasn't built in a day, and neither was yours. But that daily grind, that brutal, repetitive, boring to everyone else grind, that's where strength is forged. Jin-Woo's daily quest is pure body weight. Push-ups, squats, sit-ups, running. In real-world training, this is calisthenics, and it works. Why? Because it builds what most people lack. Discipline through discomfort. Push-ups build chest, shoulders, and triceps. They teach you to stay tight and controlled. Squats train your legs, but also your mindset. Because grinding out bodyweight squats with shaking knees trains grit. Sit-ups? Sure, they hit your core. But it's learning to keep moving when your spine says quit is what holds the most weight. And that 10-kilometer run? That's your test. Of lungs. Of legs. Of heart. Here's the thing though. Jin-Woo had the system. He recovered like a video game character. You don't have that cheat. So let's be smart. You don't need to do his volume. You need to make your version progressive and sustainable. Start with 10 push-ups, 5 squats, a single minute of jogging, and show up again tomorrow, then again and again. Your goal isn't to mimic his workout. Your body isn't built for it yet. It's to mimic his mindset. He didn't train for glory. He trained for his why, for his mom, for survival. Because staying weak wasn't an option anymore. That's your next step. Before you build your body, you need to build your reason. Why are you watching this video? Why do you want to grow? What are you sick of being too weak to do? Why is your hunger still sleeping? Burn it into your brain. That's your anchor. And when you start training, real training, you'll realize something. Most people quit not because they're incapable, but because no one's watching. No system forcing them. No shadows depending on them. But Jin-Woo kept going alone. That's where his power really came from. Not from the shadows, but from within. When he pushed through sit-ups, when he crawled during punishment rooms, when he faced the steel-fanged Cerberus of the penalty zone, he wasn't strong. He was becoming strong. You want to train like him? Then suffer like he did. Voluntarily. Repeatedly. With no fanfare. Here's what no anime montage tells you. Every rep you do while your body is trembling, Every time you lace up your shoes even when your lungs are sore, every workout you finish when no one claps or congratulates you, that is a level up. Invisible to the world, permanent inside you. You don't need a dungeon. You don't need monsters. You've already got your challenge, your doubts, laziness, your excuses. Jin-Woo slayed beasts. You'll slay the voice that says, skip tomorrow. The voice that says, start tomorrow. The voice that says, you'll never be like him. You won't be, because you're not Jin-Woo. You're something better. You, a real person in the real world, doing something harder than what any system can automate. You've shown up, you've suffered, you've started your climb, but now it's time to evolve. Because training hard got him out of E rank, but it was training smart that made him the Shadow Monarch. Every time he leveled up, the system let him choose where to invest. That's your next lesson, intentional progress. You can't just do the same workout forever and expect to keep leveling up. If you're still doing the exact same 20 push-ups 3 weeks in, you're not training, you're coasting. The human body adapts, that's its job. And if you want change, you've got to keep pushing the edge just a little further. That's what we call progressive overload. So how do you level up in the real world? Add reps, add sets, shorten your rest time, move to a harder variation. Make your body say, damn, we're not ready for this. That's when it starts growing. You went from incline push-ups to flat ground? Good. Now try decline, then diamond, then archer, then one arm. That's your version of unlocking a new skill tree. And what about rest? Jin-Woo had status recovery, instant healing. You don't. So you better start treating recovery like a stat you have to invest in. Sleep, nutrition, rest days. This isn't optional. Muscles grow between workouts, not during. You don't build a Shadow Monarch body off 4 hours of sleep and instant noodles. You need protein for muscle repair, carbs for energy, hydration for blood flow, and 7 to 9 hours of sleep like your life depends on it. Because your progress does. Train hard, recover even harder. There are parts to this journey that no one glamorizes. The plateau. Jin-Woo had magical thresholds. He'd hear a ding and his stats would spike. But in real life, you'll just feel stuck. No more gains, same runtime, same reps, frustrating rising. That's the danger zone. Most people quit there. But that's exactly when you double down. You don't always need to train harder. Sometimes you need to train different. Change your routine, try new splits. Shift focus to mobility or skill work. Take a deload week to recover and come back stronger. Plateaus are the price of leveling up. Don't treat them like failures. That's the hidden message in his journey. Jin-Woo built identity. Every rep rewired who he was. Every failure taught him patience. Every comeback cemented the truth. I don't stop. That's your true training. Not just push-ups and squats, but identity reps, grit reps, discipline reps. You train to become someone different, someone who shows up, someone who doesn't skip the hard part, someone who doesn't flinch when life throws a dungeon your way. That's how you train like Jin-Woo. Not by copying his quest, but by copying his commitment. So from the system, here's your first quest. Start small, start smart, track everything, progress slowly, recover fiercely, and no matter what, don't stop showing up. That's how you go from E rank to Monarch. Not with magic, but with work. One rep, one meal, one night of sleep, one stubborn decision at a time. You are the player now. So log in, train, and become the strongest version of yourself.